No, I won't. I would vote for it if the Prime Minister was prepared to attach a referendum, confirmatory referendum to it. And in a sense, that's been my consistent position on where Brexit has got to. My view is that what we're talking about now is so radically different from what was being discussed in the 2016 referendum. The time that has passed since, the importance of this decision, it seems to me that this decision ought to be put back to the British people. And that could be done quite quickly. And if they want to leave on these terms, well, so be it. I won't raise this subject again. But I think it would be rather inconsistent of me to simply roll over and say this deal is acceptable. It's certainly better than no deal. But the deal has many flaws to it and many problems associated with it, which will become very apparent if it goes through with the passage of time.
Just on that point, before we get into the details of tomorrow, what is your biggest concern about the latest deal compared with Mrs May's deal, say?
The biggest concern is that it plans quite deliberately to lead to a high level of divergence between the United Kingdom and its EU partners when we eventually go. I say eventually go because remember that when we leave, we are not really going for a year, 2 years, or even 3 years. We're going into a transition arrangement. I think it was Jacob Rees-Mogg who called it vassalage, where we accept all the rules, but we don't have any role in their making. During that time, we have to negotiate a long-term free trade agreement. Now, the more you want to diverge, the harder it's going to be to achieve that free trade agreement. And so when people say, let's get Brexit over and done with, you've got to understand that actually Brexit is simply moving into a new phase if we leave on the 31st of October or some date soon. And the more divergent, the harder that phase is going to be.
In terms of the whipping that's going to happen, I've heard this phrase, medieval standard of whipping. I don't know if that's Jacob Rees-Mogg and his team or whether it's the other side of the House as well. But I mean, you're not going to be whipped either way as well. But I presume the Tories are putting a lot of pressure on you to vote with them. What do you see?
Actually, at the moment, they put absolutely no pressure on me whatsoever.
So you haven't had the call yet from the whip's office?
Not at all. And I may well not get one. I think the whips know, roughly speaking, people's views. It's absolutely, everybody's known for a long time that those who came together as a group, we've worked together as a group, in order to oppose a no-deal Brexit, do not necessarily have the same view about whether a deal should be accepted without a referendum.
So you're a standout. Do you know how many others amongst the 21 will be voting along with you against this bill?
There will be some. I think I can be pretty certain that the numbers are, I'm absolutely certain there are at least 4 of us, but I think that beyond that, you may well get more. These are very difficult individual decisions for people to make. And they will have to resolve that. And I'm totally respectful, I must make this clear, of colleagues who decide that they want to take a different view from me. And they'll have to make up their mind. My view is that I've been consistent with what I've been doing for the last 6 to 9 months. If I were not to oppose this, because there will not be an opportunity tomorrow to insist on a referendum, look, it's not, I think, the right moment to do it, then in those circumstances, I think the correct course of action tomorrow is to vote against this deal.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.